Everybody, Phil the Kaiju King back. Another video on my channel, and special video here. It's not just any box day, but it was a Mark Sing Yang box day the other day. And I'm going to do a video on this special project we did. It was a Godzilla 1966 project. It's pretty awesome. Again, I want to thank Mark for this project. It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. I love it. The movie is, of course, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, or Ibra, Horror of the Deep. Great movie. It's part of what they call the Island series, which is essentially 1966 and 1967. To me, those are the two Island series films, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster and Son of Godzilla. I love the movie. I love the story in it with the human characters even. And the kaiju fights are pretty cool. Godzilla, of course, battling Ibra twice in the film, then had a brief fight with Mothra at the end of the film, but then, of course, the giant condor and all that. So it's a great film. I love the movie. It's a classic Showa era film. And that's why I decided to get this project done from Mark. I'm glad I did. We'll start off with the base here. There's a base, and there's the condor with a flying position with a base, and then Godzilla himself. I'll start off with the base here, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, and this is the base that Mark made. It's pretty big. This figure is gigantic, but here's the flat spot here where basically Godzilla will stand. Then you got nice little rocks and bushes and stuff here around there. Pretty nice. Looks really neat. Of course, over here is your water representation with the red bamboo's boat spraying out the yellow fluid. Then you see Ibra's claw climbing out of the ocean there, out of the water. And if you look real good here, you can see actually Mark did the artwork of Ibra, painting Ibra onto the base. Him rising from the ocean. Looks pretty neat, I think. Mark has a video of doing this paintwork on his channel. If you check out his channel, Mark Sing Yang on YouTube, you can see a detailed video of when he, time-lapse video of when he painted this on there. Looks pretty cool. But I love it. He came up with the idea of the red bamboo's boat, and I said, hey, can you do the effects of the boat spraying out the yellow fluid? I think that would be cool in the water. After he sent it to me, he thought he had told me that he thought it would have been cool to actually have both claws of Ibra with the boat in the claws, but I wanted the boat in the water with spraying the fluid, because that was a big part of the film, I thought. In the film, they showed that multiple times, so I actually like it like this. Mark had that boat 3D printed, but it looks pretty cool. Ibra's claw looks really cool. Nice little details on it. Looks pretty neat. It's a pretty nice little base here overall. It's really big, pretty big, but it's pretty nice. All right, I'll move on to let's do the condor next, and we'll move on to that now. All right, everybody, here is the condor. I'm going to take him off. He's got a little hole underneath of him. He just slides right on that rod. And here is the base, a nice rocky little base, kind of fits the theme. Nice little details on it, pretty neat. And here's the actual condor. You can see he's pretty big because he's gigantic scale. Nice little details with the feathers on him, Mark sculpted on the top and on the underneath. There's his claws, his foot, his feet with the claws. Looks pretty neat. Nice definition on the head there as well. Pretty neat looking condor, I thought. It's pretty nice, pretty nicely done there. He just slides right on here like this. I can get him to go on. And there he be. I like to point him that way because he kind of has a downward slope, like he's diving in toward Godzilla. Pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the big guy, Godzilla 1966. Let's do that now. All right, everybody, and here it is, the gigantic scale Godzilla 1966 by Mark Sing Yang. This project was pretty special. Um, Initially, I was just going for the Godzilla, but then Mark asked me, did I want maybe the base, and the Condor. And actually, I think I wanted the Condor initially for sure with the Godzilla, but he asked about the base, and I said, yeah, sure, let's give it a try. So I'm glad I went ahead and got that too. Of course, this is a great Godzilla. Everybody, I think, references this as Cookie Monster Godzilla. It's pretty goofy looking, but it's the charm of Showa here. That's what I love about it. I'm a Showa guy through and through, and this really points to that. It's a pretty sharp figure. The tail goes down, touches and curves up. Nice big up curve on the tail. As you can see, the dorsal plates are nicely done. The charcoal gray and the light gray on the outer tips looks pretty nice. The skin of Godzilla is pretty tree bark skin. Is sculpted nicely. Of course, it's got the charcoal gray on the skin there predominantly. It's pretty nicely done. The toenails and the hand claws are probably a bonish, whitish gray color. I love the positioning of the hands and the way the fingers are. You know, when Haru Nakajima was in the suit, he always had the funny shapes of his fingers, collaboration, and he really captured this really well. There was a picture I sent him of this that I told him I want this exact pose with the head and hands and everything, and he pretty much did a great job with it, I thought. I think he did a real good job, but it's nicely done. Nice bagginess kind of the middle of the suit here, I think. I think he captured that well. It's a thinner Godzilla, but he was in that movie, tall, thinner Godzilla. It's pretty nice. Nice sculpting, like I said, of the skin on the arms, on the neck area. You got your Cookie Monster goofy face. The teeth are classic Showa crooked sculpted teeth. And Mark did a nice job in that mouth area. Nice sculpting the mouth, open mouth. Then your eyes are white with a black pupil and a yellow outer ring around that pupil. He captured it really well. I thought looks nice. Cookie Monster Godzilla here through and through. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. I'll do one quick comparison to this guy, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, and here is my X Plus Gigantic Godzilla 1964 Rick, alongside my custom Godzilla 1966. You can see tad shorter than the 64, but not by much. They look pretty sharp. Classic Showa Godzillas right here, for sure. All right, everybody, I'll move on to some final thoughts, and let's do that now. Right, everybody, I'm back, and here's the whole ensemble. Godzilla's head might be getting cut off in this shot. Sorry about that. But this is what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. Thank you again, Mark Sing Yang, for this. It's awesome. Very happy with the results of the final project. We've been working on this for a few months. He had a big delay with the boat. He had to have it 3D printed, and there was a delay with that. So it would have probably been here a couple weeks earlier, but it wasn't a big deal to me. As long as I got it, it looked good. I was happy with that. It's pretty cool. All right, everybody, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everybody who always supports my channel. This is Phil, the Kaiju King, from my collection room in Greater Cincinnati. Y'all have a blessed day.